Eto ang ating topic for this day. Okay? So, before we start, we have yung ating mga few reminders lang, no? So, we have the Google Classroom quizzes. Um, Send through Google Classroom ang ating mga quizzes through quizzes. Okay? Okay, I made it this way kasi mas nakikita ko kaagad yung result sa quizzes, no? Kaysa dun sa mga ano. Now, if ever hindi nyo na talaga kinaya na makapag-quizzes this week, try to send na lang, no, sa PM yung inyong answers. Okay? Okay. So, I think kaya nyo naman yan, no? Yung mga iano natin. Now, yung code ng quizzes, this is given through yung ating FB group, Math7, Mr. Pusta. And also, no, yung link nun, nakalink naman na to sa inyong Google Classroom. Halimbawa lang nahanapan kayo ng code, you can still go to my FB group, Math7, Mr. Pusta. Magpa-approve kayo dun para makuha kayo. And then, lessons are also available on YouTube. This one, kaya I am recording because I'll be posting this on YouTube. Okay? So, to start with, okay, the topic for this day, our topic for this day is what? Special products. Okay? Quarter 2, Module 5, it is special products. Okay, so what are special products? Okay? So this one, the special products that we're going to study for this day are the following, no? Eto, nakalagay dito, we have the product of two binomials. Okay, the next one is the product of the sum and the difference of two terms. We have the square of a binomial, cube of a binomial, and then the product of the binomial and a trinomial. Later on, I'll be explaining each special product. Okay? And also, we're going to use algebra tiles and FOIL method in finding the product of binomials. Actually, I added something there. Nag-add pa ako ng isa dyan, yung tinatawag na box, no? Box method. So last time, we have discussed yung ating multiplying polynomials. Okay? Yan. Okay. So multiplying polynomials is already done last week. So we have the vertical and the horizontal method. Now for this time, we have special products or shortcuts. Okay, shortcuts demonstrate understanding of the key concept of special products or shortcuts in multiplying polynomials. Okay, so perform multiplication of polynomials using the special product formulas or the special product shortcuts. Okay. Okay, so this one, what I know, I've already given this one sa inyong Google Classroom. Okay? Let us start the lesson. Okay, sakto tayo na 12 o'clock starting with our lesson. Okay, we're already 27. Ay, sorry. Ayan. Special products. Okay. So I have here the introduction, no? As the coronavirus disease in 2019 or COVID-19 pandemic progresses, okay, wearing of face mask is one of the most important things that we need to do. Okay, so we have here the person, his name is Gian. Gian and his family decided to produce face mask made of cloth. Gian created the rectangular face mask with a length of x plus 5 centimeters and the width of x plus 3 centimeters. So we're supposed X is the size of the red color cloth that he wanted to put on his face mask. What is the area? Asking for the area of the rectangular face mask Gian after adding the red cloth. So to illustrate that, we have here ito. Okay? So we have the length, the face mask, which is x plus 5. And then the width, which is x plus 3. here. Okay? And then this one. Yan. Okay? Yung illustration niya ng face mask. And the formula for getting this face mask is, or getting the area is the length times the width. So you're going to multiply x plus 5 centimeters times x plus 3. To solve that, we have here the illustration. Ito. Ayan, the area x plus 5 times x plus 3. Okay? So, to solve this, just a review, no, kung paano natin ginagawa ang ating multiplication before. We have x plus 5 times, x plus 3. Okay, we have the horizontal method. Ayan. So, x times x is x squared. X times 3 is 3x. 5 times x is 5x. And then we have 5 times 3 is 15. Okay, and then we add x squared plus what? 8x plus 15. Okay? That is horizontal method. Okay? So, to solve this, we're going to use algebra tiles. Okay? So, last time I've already introduced to you this kind of tiles. Now we have more tiles and more colors. So the red tiles, this represents the opposite of the positive tiles, other colored tiles. So we have the x squared, positive x squared is blue, positive x is green, and then the unit 1 is yellow. So for the red tiles, they are just the opposite of those tiles. Okay? So as you can see, what are we going to do with these algebra tiles when we multiply? Okay? So when multiplying, we have to use algebra tiles. We start by drawing a T-chart. So this one, yung pinakita niya, no? This one is a T-chart, no? This is a T-chart. Kaya pa ganyan siya. Okay, you call this one as a T-chart. Okay? So we have here x, ayan yung representation ng x, and then the 5 units. So the 5 square units. And then we have, that is x plus 5. Okay? And then we have here x plus 3. Okay? The representation of x is green tile, ayan. And then plus the 3 units. We have 3 units. Okay? So when we multiply, we find the product is as if you're going to use yung ating multiplication table. Okay? So what am I saying? So x times x, this x, and then this x times x, this is represented by x squared. Okay, kung naaalala nyo, x times x, so we add, this becomes x squared. Kaya naging x squared. Okay, and then this one, x times 1, is represented by x, and so on. So x times 1, x times 1, and so on. Hanggang dito yan. Okay, same with this one, x times 1, this is represented by x. Okay? And then we have 1 times 1. Parang multiplication table nga. So 1 times 1 is 1, positive 1. And so on. So when we multiply x plus 5 times x plus 3, we're just going to count of kung ano yung nakikita natin physically, okay, sa table na ito, no? This table. Yung nasa loob ng T-chart. Okay, yung nasa loob ng T-chart. So let us know, how many x squared are there? Ilang x squared? Sige, pwede na kayo sumagot. Ayan, andyan pa ba kayo? How many x squared do we have? So obviously, nag-iisa lang naman yung malaki na yan. Lagay ko na lang x, 1x squared. Ayan, para makita natin. So how many x? Bilangin natin. Even vertical, even horizontal, same lang yan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8. Therefore, we have 8x. Now as you can see, these algebra tiles, they represent polynomials. Okay? So they represent yung in figures the polynomials. So how many units do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 units. Okay? So therefore, yung 1, di na natin yan inilalagay since 1 lang yan. Okay, the final answer will be x squared plus 8x plus 15. Okay? Now, ngayon, nakita natin physically kung anong mangyayari. Okay? What if it is represented this way? So, we are asked to find, okay, the product of a plus 2 times 2a plus 4. So, dito muna tayo sa number 1, no? Okay, we're concerned with number 1. Okay? Let us multiply a plus 2, quantity a plus 2 times 2a plus 4 by using algebra tiles. Now, these tiles represent a squared. Ayan. Ito naman, it represents a as if x to, parang x nung kanina. And then this represents the units. So, let us represent a plus 2. Okay, so we have a, ito na lang muna, a plus 2 units. Ayan. Represented by 2 units. Okay, A, block. Okay, and then we have 2A plus 4. So we have 2A, dalawang blocks. This represents A, ayan. Plus 4 units. So let's have 4 units. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ayan. Are you still there? So we're going to multiply. Multiplying A times A, what will happen? What is A times A? What will be the product of A times A? A times A is A squared. Tama ba? This is A. If this is A, ayan, and then this is A, then we'll be having A squared. Tama ba? Ayan, A squared is represented by this one. Ayan. Okay? Same with this one. If this is also A, if this is A, times A, you will have what? A squared represented by this one. Okay? So, how about A times 1? This is 1. Ayan. A times 1, this is represented by a block. Ayan. This one. Ayan. This is also A. A times 1 is A. So, I'll continue putting up blocks. Ayan. A times 1, A. A times 1, A. And also, A times 1, A. So, ito yung minumultiply nyo. Diyan. How about dun sa baba? We also have A times 1, A times 1, A times 1, and A times 1. Okay? And then yung huli, we have A times A. 1 times 1, sorry. This is 1. This is 1. 1 times 1, it is represented by 1 or simply this unit block. Ayan. Therefore, as you can see from a physical point of view, using the algebra tiles, what will be the answer? What will be the answer? Let us answer. How many A squared do we have? How many? A squared to A squared din to. Therefore, how many? We have 2 A squared. So, how many A do we have? Ayan, yung mga A na yan. How many A? Let us count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, we have 8 A. And then, how many units do we have? Obviously, there are 8. So, we have 8. Okay, this will be the final answer. Now, there are no numbers counted actually, no? Okay, you just use algebra tiles na sinasabi, algebra tiles. By using algebra tiles, we have computed the polynomial, the product of the two binomials. Okay, and the answer is 2a squared plus 8a plus a. So, do you understand? Naintindihan ba? Naintindihan? Let's have another example. Ayan. I hope hindi ako naglalag, no? Hindi ko alam kung naintindihan ninyo, no? Okay, so let's have another example. We have x plus 3 times x plus 3. Okay, move ko lang to mga anak. Ayan. Okay. I'll try to draw a line, no? I'll try to draw a line. Ito ba dito? Okay. Ako na lang maglilinya, no? Let's have a line. Ito ko lalagay. Ayan. Okay. So, x plus 3 times x minus 3. Represented by this block. Ito yan. X plus 3. So, positive yan, no? Positive. X plus 3. How about x minus 3? X minus 3 can be represented by this block. Ayan. Ayan. So, ito pwede itong i-move, no? Let's move. Ayan. Gawin natin pag ganito. Para magandang tignan. Ayan. X minus. So, since it is minus, that is minus 3, negative 3 bale. Okay? So, when we multiply, we can multiply. Yes, can we multiply? X times x, which is represented by x squared. Ayan. Ito, 1 times negative. So, this one can be represented. Ayan to. Ayan. 1 times negative x. Okay? Continue tayo. Continue. Ayan. And also this one. Ayan. Okay? So, negative. Negative 1 times x is negative x. This is represented by negative x. So, this one is positive x times 1. So, positive x, we can represent it this way. Ayan. Positive x. And then, positive x. Ayan. So, nakikita ninyo, no? Ito, minultiply ko dun, kaya nagkaroon ng positive x. How about this one? Negative times positive. 1. So, we have 1, no? Ayan ang representation niya. Negative 1 times 1. Negative 1 times 1. Negative 1 times 1. So, inilalagay lang yung answers. Now, as you can see, ano kayang answer natin dito? What will be our final answer here? So, let us compute. Okay, computing. Okay? I-write muna natin kung ano yung nasa loob ng ating algebra tiles. Ano kaya nasa loob ng ating algebra tiles? So, what's inside is we have x squared. Okay, we have, let's have x squared. Ayan. 1x squared. So, we have x squared. And then we have how many? Negative 3x. And then we have positive 3x. Ayan, positive 3x. And the last one is red tiles. That is 9, no? Negative 9. So, we have how many? Negative 9. Ayan. Negative 9. Okay? Ayan. So, naintindihan na. So, ito na ba yung final answer? So, hindi pa, no? Meron tayong tinatawag last time na zero pair. So, ito, magzi-zero pair. Ito rin, zero pair. So, ito yun, no? Negative 3x and 3x. So, this becomes a zero pair. Okay? So, i-x ko na yan, no? This one is 0. So, 0 pair. So, ang matitira ay what? X squared minus 9. That will be our final answer dahil lang 0 pair siya. Okay? Okay. So, we're done with algebra tiles. We will proceed with special products. So, we're done with algebra tiles. This time around, we have special special products. Okay, so we have 5 special products that will be introduced to you this grading. 5 yun ha. So the first one is what we call the product of two binomials. Ayan, given na sa harapan ninyo the product of two binomials. So let me reiterate and inspect kung ano ibig sabihin ng the product of two binomials. What is the product of two binomials? Product of two binomials, okay, we actually have two binomials. What does binomial mean? Okay, the binomial means polynomials with two terms. So as you can see, 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Okay, so this is the first binomial. Ito, kung nakikita ninyo, this is the first binomial multiplied to another binomial. As you can see, okay, the coefficients or numerical coefficients are different. Okay? So, if they are different, okay, you can use what we call the FOIL method. Okay? Ito, yung pinakita ditong solution, that is the horizontal method. So, let me show you. 2x times 4x, 4x squared. 2x times 5x, 2x times 5y. Negative 3y times 4x, this is negative 3y times 4x. And then this one is negative 3y times 5y. And then you compute 8x squared plus 10xy minus 12xy minus 15y squared. And then combine like terms. Since parehas sila ng apelido, xy, we can combine. So combining is negative 2xy, 10 minus 12. Okay? This will be the final answer. Sir, is there any other way we can solve that? Okay? So, i-introduce natin yung tinatawag nating FOIL method for the product of two binomials. So, how do we do the FOIL method? FOIL means F-O-I-L. Okay, F means the first term. Ayan, first terms of both binomials. And then we have the outer terms, and then we have the inner terms, and the last, okay, last terms. Kaya tinawag na FOIL method. So using that FOIL method, let us see 2x minus 3y times 4x plus 5y. 4x plus 5y. So, multiply natin first term to first term. Okay? 2x times 4x, we have, let's say, 8x squared. 2x, okay, first term to first term. Kaya yan, first term to first term. Next is outer terms. Outer, 2x. Okay, at 2, 5y. So, outer to outer. So, we have positive 10xy. And then inner terms. Negative 3 times 4x is 12xy. And then the last terms, ayan, negative 3y times 5y is negative 15y squared. And then, ano nga ulit gagawin? You're going to combine yung magkaparehas ng terms, like terms, combine like terms. So, what do we have? Ito. So, therefore, we have 10 minus 12 is negative 2. So, negative 2xy. The final answer will be 8x squared minus 2xy minus 15y squared. Okay? So, ito para magkaroon ka lang ng direksyon, yung tinatawag na FOIL method. Okay? So, hindi ka lang basta ganun ng ganun doon. Meron kang direksyon. Now, as you can see, para siyang smiling face ng isang bata, no? Looks like a smiley face. Okay? That is what we call the FOIL method. Another method, yung tinatawag kong box method. So you can also use this knowing that these are two binomials. So let me show you kung paano yung box method. So you're going to draw a box. Okay? And then we have the factors, 3c minus 4d. We have 5c, ayan, minus 2d. Okay? So let us multiply the products. Parang yung nasa tiles natin kanina, no? 3c times 5c, this becomes 15c squared. Next, 5c times negative 4, this is negative 20cd. Okay? This one is 2 times negative 2, negative 6cd. And then the last one, negative 2 times negative 4 is the positive 8d squared. So let us answer. The answer, ito ay ina-add. So you're going to add that, no? So final answer is 15c squared. Adding this is negative 26cd plus 8d squared. That is the box method. Okay? So the same lang naman siya ng answer kapag ka in horizontal method natin siya. More examples. So, ayan, yung kanina, yung FOIL method. First to first. Okay, pakita ko pa dito, mas malinaw. First term, 2x times 4x. Second term, ay, ayan, ulitin niya yan, ulitin niya. Okay, first term, 2x times 4x is 8x squared. Second term, outer, inner, and then last term. Combining, you have 8x squared plus 2x minus 15. Okay? Ulit. Ito pa. Sige pa. Okay. First term to first term. Outer terms to outer terms. Inner terms to inner terms. Last term to last term. Okay? Next. Tapos kino-combine. Last one. So, FOIL method pa rin. Using two binomials, ito, you can do this din para makita ninyo, no? Ito, gagamitin natin later on. So, FOIL method, first term to first term, x squared. Outer to outer, 3x. Inner to inner, 4x. And then, last term to last term, 12. And then, combine the middle terms, we have x squared plus 7x plus 12. Okay? The box method, ito yung ginamit ko kanina. Ayan. X plus 3 times x minus 7. Let's have a simple example ng box method. Ito. Let us multiply. 6x times x is what? What do you think is 6x times x? This is 6x squared. X times 12 is 12x. Next, negative 5 times 6x is negative 30x. 12 times 5 is negative 60. Therefore, adding this will constitute the final answer. So, the final answer is 6x squared. When you add up that, this becomes negative 18x minus 60. Is there any other question? None? O, kayang-kaya na yan, no? FOIL method and box method. Okay? Can you answer this one? 2x plus 3y, 5x plus 4y. Okay? So, who can answer? Taas ng kamay. Wala? Okay, continue na lang tayo. Ayan, I do have more examples for that. Okay. So, to continue, we have the second special product, the product of the sum and the difference of two terms. Okay? The product of the sum and the difference of two terms. So, kanina, as we inspect, okay, kanina, hindi magkapareho ang kanyang numerical coefficients, no? This one. Pero this time, sa ating second special product, magkaparehas na magkaparehas. Saan kaya nagkaiba? By opinion. Okay? By observation. So, nagkaiba siya saan? Sa operation. Isang addition, isang subtraction. So, madali lang ito, no? Now, nung kanyang ginamit ang horizontal method, okay, ayan. Ito naman, doon, ang kinalabasan is this one. Okay? Can we go directly to the final answer? Yes, by using a special product. Okay? So, how are we going to use the special product? Okay, in solving that. Okay? In solving that. So, let me show you yung pinakamabilis, no? So, we have 2x plus 3y times 2x minus 3y. Upon inspection, they are both the same, but, okay, the operations are inverses of each other. Okay? Addition and subtraction. So, what you're going to do, ito, i-multiply nyo lang yan. Yan. And then, ito, i-multiply nyo lang yun. So, when you multiply that, we have 4x squared, and then we have 9y squared. And then, the product should always be minus. This is the final answer. Okay. Sir, ganun lang kadali. Yes. Okay. Ayan. So, this one is recorded actually, no? So, I'll be posting this. If you hindi nyo makita ito ng ano, no? At least recorded ito, lagay ko na lang sa YouTube. Okay? So, another one. Actually, ito lang kailangan nyo. Saka ito. Okay? Pag na-inspect nyo, no? So, ipakita ko. 7m minus 4n squared times, ulitin mo lang, 7m plus naman siya 4n squared. Halos parehas, dito lang nagkaiba. By inspection, makikita mo na. So, ito, kunin nyo lang ang square niyan. Kunin nyo lang din ang square niyan. Okay? So, getting the square, this becomes 49m squared. This becomes 16n to the fourth. Okay? And then, maglagay ka lang ng minus. This is already the final answer. Tama, mama? Ayan, tama. Siya mali. Okay? Wala naman di dun eh. Okay? Ayan. N dapat yan. Okay? Okay. Continue tayo. Okay. So, let us continue. X plus 5 times x minus 5. Who can answer? The answer is what? X squared? Yes, yes, yes. Yan, may nakita ko.
25.
Oh, yes. Thank you, JJ. Yan. So, we have x squared minus 25. Ganun lang kasimple. Next one. Who can answer? Oh, sino pa? Bukod kay JJ. Square ng 3x. This becomes 9x squared. Minus what? Minus 49. Alam kong alam nyo naman eh, di ba? Ayaw nyo lang mag... Ayan si Jan. Okay? About dito. Jan, ikaw naman, Jan. This is 40...
49u squared minus 36 y squared.
Okay. V yan, no? V squared. Okay, correct. Ganun lang kadali, no? Okay? Nag-square lang naman tayo. Okay? So, ulitin ko, this is the product of the two binomials. So, sir, paano to? Kung nandito. Ayan. Mukhang mahirap. Mukha lang, no? 8 times 8 is 64. A squared times A squared is A to the fourth. Kung naalala nyo yung subject natin last time, no? We're just going to add. And this one is 16. Ganun lang kadali. Okay? Continue tayo. Meron pa tayo. Yes. Next one is the square of a binomial. Okay? So, let me expand this. X plus 6 times x plus 6. This is x plus 6 times x plus 6. Now, as you can see, let us inspect. Importante na i-inspect natin muna. Okay? Bakit ko sinasabi yun? Para hindi ka na magko-compute ng pagkahaba-haba sa horizontal method. Okay? Ano bang use ng special product? These are shortcut keys, no? Shortcut. Okay? Para i-solve yan. Okay. So, as you can see, when we inspect kanina, magkaiba yung, di ba? Magkaiba yung operation. Isang addition, isang subtraction. Now, this time, totally the same. Totally the same. Kaya nga siya naging x plus 6 squared. Okay? Naka-x plus 6 squared. Instead of writing it this way, napakahaba, nilagyan na lang ng squared doon. Now, how are you going to multiply that? You can use the FOIL method, you can use the box method, or you can use this special product that I'm going to teach you. Okay? So, paano ginagawa yan para makita nyo lang physically? Ano bang ginawa natin kanina? In-square lang natin yung dalawang dulo. Di ba? Okay? The same lang din ang gagawin natin dito. Almost the same. So, we have x squared. Yes. Okay. So, we have 36. Ayan. Okay. And then, yung middle term, just multiply. Multiply. This is 6x. Okay. This is, medyo naglalag tayo. 6x times 2. Laging times 2, constant yun. That will be the middle term. Okay? We multiply ang inner terms and then times 2. Okay? This is the final answer. Ayan, tingnan niyo nasa baba. Okay? Let's have another example. The same lang naman ang gagawin natin kung anong ginawa natin kanina sa sum and difference. So, this one, parehas na parehas. So, we have 3b minus 7. Okay? So, squared siya, no? Kunin natin ang square nito, this becomes 9b squared. Kunin natin ang square nito, this becomes positive 49. Pagkuha ng middle term, i-multiply natin parehas. Pag i-multiply, negative 21b. Tapos, laging i-multiply sa 2. That will be our final answer. Negative 42b. Iyon. Iyon ang ating final. 9b squared minus 42b minus plus 49. Let's have other examples. Ayan. Okay? Another example, just to let you know. Anong gagawin dito? Anong gagawin doon? Sige nga, anong gagawin dito? Square. So, pag ini-square mo, 4 times 4, this is 16a squared. No? 16a squared. Muray natin para maging maayos ang 1 natin. 16a squared. How about dito? Dito ay 49. And then multiply. Multiplying, we have 28a. And then i-multiply sa 2. So, we have 56a. This is the final answer. So, ganun lang kadali. Okay? Another one. Last. Sige nga, kayo nga. Tingnan ko. Let me ask Eileen. Nandiyan ba si Eileen Lloren? Eileen, are you there? Ayan. Tatanungin kita by process, ha? Sige. 2n times 2n. So, this becomes, ilan? 4
4n
squared. How about negative 7 times negative 7? Positive 49. Okay? The middle term, i-multiply lang yan. This becomes negative 14. And after mo i-multiply, i-multiply mo sa 2. 2 times 14 is 28. Negative ba? N ba N? Ayan, tama. So, this one is the final answer. Who wants to Join Eileen. Sino pang marunong dyan? How about, andyan ba si Cassie? Andyan ka, Cassie? Ayan. How about this one? N plus 3. So this becomes what? This becomes N squared. This becomes 9. This becomes 3N times 2. So the answer is 6N. 9 squared plus 6N plus 9. Okay? So punta tayo sa pang-apat. We only have 5, no? So pang-apat na. Okay? So sa pang-apat, ano kayang gagawin natin sa pang-apat? Find the product of the following. Ang tawag natin dito ay cube of a binomial. Okay? Ito lang naman yung isa sa pinakamahirap, no? Actually, ito na yung pinakamahirap. Madadali lang yung pinakita ko sa inyo kanina. FOIL method. Box method. Okay? The square of the sum and the difference. Okay? And then the square of a binomial. This time is the cube. Cube of a binomial. The cube of a binomial, this means a minus b times a minus b. Kanina, square yan, di ba? Kasi dalawa lang. So now, tatlo na siya. Ang tawag dyan ay cube of a binomial. Na kapag sosolvin natin yan, mano-mano, okay? Multiply mo yan, multiply mo yun, ito yung kalalabasan. Okay? After mo i-multiply ito, yung sagot nito, i-multiply mo naman dun. So, ito naman yung kalalabasan nun. Ito yung final answer. Sir, ganun lang ba? Meron pang mas madaling way. Okay? So, ipakita ko sa inyo kung ano yung mas madaling way para masagot yung ating answer, yung katanungan natin. Okay? So, let us answer the cube of a binomial. Okay, let us answer. Okay. So, ito, medyo na ano lang ako Paano kaya yung madali, sir? So, we have A minus B cube. Okay, ito, yung technique ko to simula pa nung college, no? So, A cube, A squared, A raised to 0. So, kung titingnan ninyo, yung sagot natin, pababa ng pababa yung exponent. So, this is for the value of A. Ayan. And then we have B. B cube, B squared, B raised to 1, B raised to 0. Now, since naka-cube siya, ang nasa gitna natin na coefficients ay 3. Imumultiply sa 3. Tapos, since ito ay minus, ito minus. So, ang ating sagot ay minus plus minus. Alternate. Alternate. Okay? So, iayos ko lang yung sagot natin. This B raised to 0 equal yan sa 1. Etong A raised to 0 equal din yan sa 1. So, itong mga naka-raise sa 1, di ko na ilalagay yung 1. That will be A cube. 1 yun, di ba? So, 1 na yun. 1 times A cube is A cube. 3A squared B plus 3AB squared minus B cube. Kung mapapansin ninyo, yung A, pababa ng pababa. 3, 2, 1. Yung B rin, 3, 2, 1. Hindi na nilalagay yung 0 dahil equal yan sa 1. That is the final answer. Okay, yan yung ating final answer. Let me have another example. Let's have this one. Yung medyo madali. Mahirap-hirap yung iba eh. Okay, sige, tingnan natin to. 2x plus 4 cube. Dito ko na lang ilagay, no? Mas malinaw. Sabi niyang ganun, 2x plus 4 cube. Okay? So, ulitin ko yung process na ginawa ko. 2x, yung buong expression, cube. Another one, 2x, yung buong expression, squared. Another one, 2x raised to 1. Hindi ko na ilalagay si 2x raised to 0. Nandito yan sa part na yan. Okay? So, we have 4 cube, 4 squared, 4 raised to 1. So, hindi ko na ilalagay yung 4 raised to 0. Okay? So, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Okay? And then, we have the coefficients 3 and then 3. Fix yun na, laging i-multiply dun. Since positive, nakikita nyo, positive, lahat ay positive. Pag naging negative, alternate. Negative, positive, negative. So, let us compute 2x cubed. Ibig sabihin yan, 2 times 2 times 2. So, this is 8x cubed. Next. Unahin natin yun nandito sa loob. This is 2 times 2 kasi naka-squared. So, magiging 4 siya. Okay? So, 4x squared. Yan, para makita ninyo. So, 3 times 4 is 12. Yan, kita ninyo. 12 times 4x squared. So, we have 12 times 4 is 48. 40. Wala na ako ng
48.
48. Okay? 48x squared. Okay? Next one. Ito, 2 na to. Hindi na natin ito gagalawin kasi naka-raise lang naman sa 1. So, 4 squared is 16. Okay? 16 times 2 is 32. 32 times 3. So, 32 times 3, we have 6. 3 times 3, 96. So, we have 96x plus 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. Yan. Okay? So, instead of writing yung napakahaba, pakita ko lang muna. Okay? Ayan. Itong ating focus na to. Ayan, focus ko lang. Ayan. Napakahaba na 8x cubed minus 4, 88x squared plus 96x plus 64. Ito lang. Ganyan lang kahaba yung sa atin. Ayan. Yung solution natin. Okay? So, punta tayo sa pang-5. Okay, yung mga example ko lang yan, no? So, sige, magbigay pa tayo ng example. Let's say we have this one. Okay? So, cube siya, no? Cube. X cube, x squared, x raised to 1. Ayan. X raised to 0. Para kita nyo lang. So, we have 2 cube. Ayan, makita ninyo. 2 squared. 2 raised to 1. 2 raised to 0. Since positive, i-plus nyo lang lahat. And then, yung dalawang nasa gitna, that should be 3. Multiply sa 3. Okay? Kasi naka-cube siya. Okay? Continue tayo. Simplifying, we have x 2. 2 raised to 0 is 1. So, we have x cubed na lang. Plus, 3 times 2 is 6x squared. 2 times 2 is 4 times 3 is 12x. Plus, 2 raised to 3 is 8. Ito, x raised to 0, 1 yan, di ba? Ito, 1 din. This is the final answer. Ang tawag natin dito is cube of a binomial. Now, the last is the product of binomial and trinomial. Okay? So, here you just need to observe, no? Ang pinaka dapat mo lang gawin dito is i-observe. Okay? Inspect. The word is inspect. Ayan. Paano ba mag-inspect, sir? Ayan. Tanong sa atin, paano natin i-inspect? So, we have here the binomial, and then a trinomial. The product of a binomial and a trinomial. Okay? So we have here x plus y times x squared minus xy plus y squared. Now, by inspection, x times x is x squared. Y times y is y squared. Ayan. So, nakuha ninyo last term and then last term. And then, ito yung pinakahuli. Multiply the two terms, first and second. So, we have xy. And then, the middle term, inspect. If the middle term is the opposite symbol, okay, opposite sign. If this is positive, this is negative. Therefore, we have a product of binomial and trinomial. Okay? Ano naman sir kung nakita namin na product of binomial and trinomial? Gaano kadali yung gagawin namin? So, ganito lang naman ang gagawin ninyo. Pagka na-inspect ninyo na ito ay product of binomial and trinomial, you're just going to get the cube of first term and the last term. Okay? So, cube of first term, x, this becomes x cube. Cube of last term, we have y cube. Now, what is the operation? The operation is positive or addition. Yun yung ating sagot. Okay? Yun na ang ating sagot. Okay? X cube plus y cube. Okay? Another one. Let's have another one. Ayan. Nandiyan ba si Andre? Andre, will you please close yung mute yung ating paki-mute si Andre. Ayan. Of course. Okay. So sir, what if nalaman na namin na ito ay cube ng binomial and trinomial, product of binomial and trinomial. Kukunin nyo lang yan, cube nyo. Okay? So, pag kinube natin, 2a times 2a times 2a. Pag sinabing cube, 2a times 2a times 2a. So, this becomes 8a cube. Since minus yun, magma-minus ka lang dyan. And then, cube mo rin tong 3. The cube of 3 is 3 times 3 times 3, which is 27. That is the final answer. Hindi mo na kailangan mag-multiply ng ganito kahaba. Okay? Now, assuming we know the answer na this is na-inspect natin. So, inspect natin inspect ko muna. A times A squared. 6 times 6, 36. Okay? And then we have 6A. Opposite ba siya ng negative 6A? Yes. Therefore, mag-cube ka na lang. A cube plus 6 times 6, 36 times 6, 216. Final answer. Okay? Ganun lang kadali, no? So, ito, halimbawa, alam mo na ano yan, mag-cube ka na lang. So, we have 4 times 4, 16 times 4, 64x cube minus 27. Ganun lang kadali. Okay? Sir, bakit ba, tawag dito, bakit ba kailangan pang inspect? Kasi minsan, na malilito kayo, no? Minsan, hindi ito magkakaparehas. Dito. Sa panahon na yon, pag hindi yan nagkaparehas, magmumultiply kayo ng mano-mano. Okay? Walang special products. Ulitin ko pagka walang special products, balik kayo sa horizontal method, horizontal or vertical method. Okay? So, pwede natin itong kunin through horizontal method, pwede rin natin itong kunin through vertical method. The same ang magiging answer. Kahit pa hindi tayo gumamit ng special products. Ulitin ko, para saan ang special products? These are shortcuts. Okay, lalo na pag nagko-compute tayo ng mga mahaba na solutions. This becomes a shortcuts. Marami pang example, but for now, okay, let us answer ito, no? Find each product of the following binomial problem Match the product of the binomial at the column B from column A. This is from your module. What's the answer for number 1? Ayan, binura ko lang yun kasi mali yun eh. Nagkaroon ng X dun eh. So, anong answer sa number 1? X plus 2y times X plus 2y.
Letter C.
Of course, that is letter C. Binura ko na nga eh. Ayan. Sir, paano mo nalaman na letter C? Anong special product ang ginamit? A product of the square of a binomial. Okay? Square mo to. Diba? Yun. Tapos, multiply mo 4xy. Okay? Times 2 pa nga eh. Ay, sorry. 2xy pala. Sorry. Times 2. 2xy times 2. So, yun. Kuha na natin. X squared plus 4xy plus 4y squared. How about number 2? Ano naman sa number 2? Number 2 is
E.
letter
E.
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 Ayan. E. As in elephant. Anong ginamit natin? This is FOIL method, no? You can use FOIL. Ano ba yan? Ba't wala akong ink? FOIL method. Okay? Para makuha yan. Okay? Ano pa? Next. X minus 1, X plus 1. So, obvious. Magkaparehas. Okay, so letter F. Tandaan
D.
nyo yun ha. Letter F. Hindi letter D. So, plus and minus. Minus dapat yun ha. Tandaan nyo yan. Hindi plus. Okay? Plus minus. Magkaparehas pero plus minus. Dapat minus ang nandun. Okay? Next. 2x minus 6.
A.
So, this is letter A. Obvious naman, no?
A.
6 times 6 eh. Oh. And the last one, x minus 4 times x plus 5.
B.
Of course, this is letter B. Ayan. Thank you sa mga sumasagot kanina pa, no? Ayan. I think you know yung ating lesson ngayon. So, to summarize the lesson, we have the types of special products that we have learned. The product of two binomials. And we have here the FOIL method. This one is the FOIL method. Or the box method. Pwede rin box method. The product will be this way. Next one is the product of the sum and the difference of two terms. So we have the sum and the difference of two terms. The product will be this way. Okay? The difference of two squares. Ang tawag dyan. Difference of two squares. Next one. The square of a binomial. So squaring the binomial will lead to this one. This one is a perfect square. Ang tawag dyan ay perfect square. Okay? And then we have the cube of a binomial which state that x plus y, quantity x plus y cube. Okay? So this one is a perfect cube. Ang tawag dyan ay perfect cube. And the last one is the product of a binomial and a trinomial. Okay? Binomial and trinomial. The product will be the cube. The sum of the cubes. Okay? Sum of two cubes. Or the difference of two cubes. Pwede rin. Okay. So, if we are given the volume of a box, which is 2x plus y centimeter as the length, find the volume. Okay? Finding the volume, V is equal to S cube. Okay? So, volume, ang hinahanap is yung volume ng box. Okay? Kanina, square. This time around, volume. Space na mailalagay natin sa loob ng box. Yun yung tinatawag na volume. Now, the formula of the volume is side cube. If one side is 2x plus y, that that means you're going to solve 2x plus y cube. Okay? In order to answer that, we're going to use yung pinakahuling ano natin, isa sa pinakahuling topic natin, yung pang number 4, the cube of a binomial. Okay, so 2x plus y cube. So, answeran natin, ito, kung naaalala ninyo, cube squared, okay, raised to 1, and then we have y cube, y squared, y, and then y raised to 0. So, this one is 8x cube. Mayroon pa yan 3, no? Yan, 3 dito. So, plus. This becomes 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. 12x squared y plus 3 times 2 is 6x y squared plus y cubed. This is the final answer. Okay? 8x cubed plus 12x squared y plus 6x y squared plus y cubed cubic centimeter. Cubic centimeters. Okay? So, yan ang answer dyan. This one is also given sa inyong quizzes. Ayan. Now, thank you for learning with me this day. Okay, we have actually recorded this and I'll be putting this sa ating tawag dito, sa ating YouTube channel. Okay? That will be all for today, class. Thank you for learning and listening and watching for today. Yes, pwede pang kumuha ng module.
Thank you.
Yes.
Sir,
Okay,
kailan
thank you.
po?
Kahit mamaya, meron pa naman dun. Marami pa. Hanggang bukas, sige. Thank you for listening today. Goodbye, class.
Bye po. Bye po. Bye po. Bye.